afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. How is everybody doing out there on this wonderful, beautiful, bright Tuesday afternoon here in Los Angeles? All right. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and tips from Elaine's desk with your weekly conversation, free advice for all the businesses and personal. So guys, today we are happy to, today we're going to talk about 3 ways to prepare your business for tax season. Now, this is so important. Everybody hit like and share on this video. A lot of people have started businesses, and of course, I always get questions all the time, every single week. What do I need to do, and how do I prepare my business for tax season now? And everybody always calling and asking, what do I need to bring you? I started a business, started an LLC, or started a personal business. What do I need to bring you to get my taxes done? Because this is all new to me, and I get these questions all the time. So hit like and share on this video so everybody can get this information. Guys, we want to talk about 3 ways to prepare for your business for tax season. We all know that once we make all this money, which we are making, or going to be making, we want to make sure that we take advantage of every single tax benefit there is out there. And by you preparing your business for tax season, you will be able to take advantage of all of the tax write-offs so that more of this money can stay in your pocket, which is exactly what we want to do, okay? So hi, Rod. Thanks for jumping on here. Thank you. Sonia and some Bevins, thanks for jumping in. Hi, beautiful, watching from Dallas. All right, in the house. Thank you so much. Can't wait to visit Little Belize. I can't wait to get to see you there either. Make sure you get down there, honey. We will be right there waiting for you. Awesomeness. Okay, so let's jump into the first thing that you must do, guys. For those of you who have started your business in the last, let's say, year, some have even started it just last year and even prior to, these are some of the things that you have to get your business in order for taxes and take advantage of all of the necessary deductions. First point is getting organized with your bookkeeping and all of your financial records. We know once we get our business started, we're constantly doing transactions, right? We are buying stuff, we're buying supplies, we're spending money setting things up, we're spending money maybe hiring people, we're spending money on marketing, on advertising and promotion, we're spending a lot of money doing a lot of things. What we need to make sure is that we keep proper record keeping. So you guys have to do your accounting, right? So year end now, you're going to go to your bank, because you do have a business bank account. You're going to go to your business bank account and you're going to record all of your banking transactions. Every transaction that took place during the time that you have conducted your business. So if you started your business the year before, so this is everything from January to December. Most of you, of course, is on a calendar year. And of course, if you have any other credit card statements and anything like that, you make sure you get all this stuff, right? So you want to keep track and you want to record all of your transaction, meaning every dollar that came in and every dollar that went out needs to be recorded. The next thing you have to do is make sure that you categorize those expenses. And this is what I have to explain to everyone all the time. You have to categorize your expenses. So you want to make sure that all the dollars that you spend for, let's say, telephone is categorized under telephone so you can get a total number for the year. Anything that supplies, all those dollars is categorized. So categorizing, meaning that you put everything in the right category according to what expense that is. We have to make sure that this is what happens because you need a total that is spent on those expenses. How much money did you spend for the whole year on your phone? How much you spend the whole year on supplies? How much money did you spend for the entire year on marketing? Because you have 12 months of bank statements with regular transactions, you need to be able to categorize all those expenses into one category and have a total for each one of your line item expenses. I explain this to people every day, all day long, because they always ask me, well, can I bring all my receipts and do I give you everything? And do I just give you my bank statements and do I just give you my books? No, you have to categorize those things because you really know what they are. And again, you need to be able to keep your record in order and in categories. So you know how much you're spending on these things, right? So this is what you have to do. And you want to make sure that you balance the books. All of your debits equal your credits. So everything that went out and everything that came in, all that stuff balanced across the board. And the next thing that you have to absolutely necessarily do is make sure that you balance the bank account, right? So if you start off your business bank account with, let's say, $10,000 in there, at the end of the year, there's $1,000 left. You need to make sure that if the bank says there's $1,000 in there, it is absolutely correct. Nothing that did not have to go through there that went through it. We all know that sometimes different things might slip through our bank accounts that we may not know about. You know, things happen all the time on these accounts. So if you are not watching and balancing your bank account, monies could be coming out, charges could be coming out that you did not authorize. So this is the reason you have to balance your bank account. You have to reconcile that stuff and make sure that everything that came out of there is what you authorized, and all your monies that you deposited, everything has been accounted for. Okay. Those are the things that you must do in keeping good records and being able to do the accounting for your business. And last but not least, this is so serious, separate your personal from your business expenses, guys. And I always advise my clients to please do not use your business bank account for your personal expenses. If it cannot be classified as a business use, then pay it from your personal bank account. Keep it separate, right? So you don't have to worry about if there's an audit. Now you have mixed up personal and business expenses, and then now you have a problem. Okay, so separate your business from your personal, right? So once you have all of those expenses categorized neatly and everything is beautiful, then you get to run what? Your financial reports. So you're able, now for your taxes, you're able to run a financial report. You're able to have a profit and loss statement showing your income and all your expenses. And now you have a document that you can then send to your tax preparer. So we'll get to that point. All right. So that's my first point today. I know it may sound like a whole lot, but again, if you follow that really step by step, it is really straightforward. All right. So thanks for jumping on here, Laverne Smith. Hi, how are you? Good afternoon, Miss Elaine, Risha, Utah. Thank you for jumping in here. Cognac Barcelona, thank you for jumping on. All right. Okay, so guys, we're talking about 3 ways to prepare your business for tax season. Okay, and then this makes your life easier, the tax preparer, and most of all, you get all of your tax deduction, which is what we want, right? That makes everybody happy. They save money on their taxes. Second point today, guys, is knowing the key tax deadline requirements. So important, so important. You have to know your tax deadline, because one of the most important things is when you get your taxes prepared, you cannot miss the deadlines, because it will create penalties. It will create interest, unnecessary. Failure to file your taxes on time, failure to not file an extension if you can't get your taxes filed on time, is going to cost you unnecessary money, guys. And this is what you don't want to do. Once again, you don't pay any money out that is totally not necessary, right? So that's not what we're doing here. So based on the type of business you have, there are certain deadlines. Let's make sure. We'll talk about the 3 important ones. Based on the type of business, guys, these are the deadlines. If you're operating a sole proprietor business and or a single member LLC. Now, a lot of folks formed an LLC, but they're the only person that's in the LLC. They don't have another partner. So it's not a partnership. So if you're the only one in the LLC, it's called a single member LLC. So if you have a single member LLC, you're the only one in this LLC that you created, and or you're operating as a sole proprietor, just your business, you didn't get it registered with the state. Those tax returns are due on April the 18th of this year. Okay, so it's due when you file your personal taxes, because they are incorporated in your personal tax return. Now, if you have a partnership or an S corporation, some of you have an S corporation, you started a single member LLC, and then you may turn it into an S corporation. If that's you, you have an S corporation or a partnership, guys, those tax returns are due March the 15th. So this year, March 15th is right around the corner. If you have not filed those taxes yet, you have a partnership or an S corporation, you haven't filed them yet, make sure you get an extension by March 15th if you're not going to get those taxes filed on time. All right. And of course, you don't want to file them if you haven't done all of your accounting, which is what we said, because we want to make sure all of your expenses are in there. Right. And then, of course, if you have a corporation, a regular corporation, like call it a C corporation, if you have a regular corporation, those tax returns are due April the 18th. They're due at the same time that personal returns are due. And once again, if your accounting is not done, you don't have good financial reports ready for you to file those tax returns, you want to file an extension. Okay, so that's my second point today, knowing the key tax deadlines and requirements, because if not, filing late can cost you all kinds of money. And this is what we don't want to do. We barely want to pay taxes that we should pay in the first place, let alone paying extra penalties and interest on monies and put up monies that we don't have to. All right. Very important, you guys. Hi, Rita May. Thanks for jumping on here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You guys hit like and share on this video. 3 ways to prepare your business for tax season. This is an everyday question from a lot of folks all the time calling, what do I need to give you? Third thing, my favorite part, how to work with a tax professional. Number 3, how to work with a tax professional. Well, now that you have everything in order, now that you have your financial reports, everything is just nicely and neatly done, right? You have your income statement, you have your balance sheet, which will show all the assets, all the equipment and everything that you have purchased. Now that you have all those reports and any other tax documents that you may have that needs to go with your tax return, guys, this is when you want to get it now to a tax professional. Now, some folks want to do the taxes themselves, which is fine, right? If you know enough to get it done yourself, this is perfectly fine. But you're in business. You're in business to make a lot of money and business to save money. And you don't want to spend your time doing something that you're not an expert at, right? And you might miss some things because you don't really know. When you want to pick a tax professional, you need to make sure that they are qualified, they're certified, they're registered with the IRS, and they are knowledgeable, they're skilled, they know their stuff. And, that's how you want to choose a tax professional. You just don't want to just do this thing yourself, don't know all the rules and regulations, and wind up paying more taxes than you really should. Now, you got everything in order, get a tax professional, get someone like yourself, PROBY'S Tax and Accountant, has been doing this for years, that can assist you, making sure that everything is right, making sure that you get all your deductions, and make sure that you pay as little taxes as possible. All right. This is what you want to have done at this point, because you don't went through the trouble of creating this business, making this money, doing all your financials. Then the last thing you need is to try to do your taxes, and you're not professional enough or prepared enough to do them yourself. And then at the end of the day, you're missing deductions that you can take, and then of course pay more taxes. That is not what we want to have done, right? So that's my third point today. Guys, let me go back over this. Rita May, thank you for jumping in here, girl. Good afternoon. Yes. 3 ways to prepare your business for tax season, guys. Again, when we speak of business, sole proprietor, some business that you're starting in your home. It doesn't have to be some huge office anywhere. And I always say this, you're a small business, you're self-employed. This is a business. Anything you're self-employed, you are operating a business. And these systems are act the same way for a sole proprietor, for one person. And it's the same principle for the major corporation making millions of dollars. So once you're set up and knowing what you need to do now, once you start making money, it's the same process, right? It's the same process. So set your systems up in place. So point number 1, getting organized with your bookkeeping and your accounting records. Make sure that all of your expenses is accounted for. Every dollar that you spend and every dollar that comes in, have a business account. And you want to account for each one of those transactions, categorize everything properly, keep everything under the same category, guys. You want to make sure you do that, and try not to mix the personal with the business. If you get an audit and something you look like it can only be personal, then of course it doesn't look very good on your part. So you want to make sure that you keep your business in one place and keep your personal in your personal bank account. Okay. Second point today, guys, knowing the key tax deadlines and requirements. You don't want to miss these. So many people, if they don't get the stuff filed on time, or they don't feel they have enough stuff to their documents in order, your accounting is done, get an extension. It's okay. You get 6 months to put that stuff in order. 6 more months, right? Give you enough time for you to file, pull all your documents, and get all of your accounting done. So don't miss these deadlines. Know what they are. If you're a sole proprietor, you are a single member LLC, it is April 15th or April 18th of this year. And then if it's a partnership, an S corporation, it's March 15th. And then corporation deadline is April 18th. Those 3 deadlines you need to know. Of course, if you have a nonprofit, that's a whole nother deadline. That's 5 months after the year end. So that's May 15th. But Make sure that you know the main one that applies to you and keep that on your calendar so you don't miss it, because that's interest and penalty you don't need to pay. And the third point today is how to work with a tax professional. Is now you need to take all of those beautifully compiled income statement and balance sheet that you have done because you kept your accounting, right? You did your bookkeeping and you've got that report now that you are going to be able to take to your tax professional for them to prepare your taxes and any other supporting documents you feel they need to see, which is great. I usually tell my client, anything that you see that looks like it's related to taxes, bring it, let me see it so we can sort it out. I don't want you to miss anything. I don't want you to throw in anything that you need to have for your taxes, because the key is to make sure that you take advantage of all of your deductions. I know you guys keep hearing this, writing everything off, pay no taxes. You don't want to miss anything, all right? And a tax professional who is certified, one who knows their stuff, who has, is very well educated, who have gotten this stuff, been experienced. That's what you want. Again, you can also, of course, we're here at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting to make sure that we assist you with this. And one of the things that we love to do here at PROBY'S that I really pride myself on is also assisting you to understand your business and how to keep these records, right? Like I'm doing now, and even more so. So by the time you get your taxes done, you can be a pro at keeping your records. And of course, once you start growing and your record keeping gets so big, we also can provide you with accounting services here to make it even more accurate. All right. So you're not alone in this, right? You're not alone in this. We're here to help you. All right, guys. So with that said, I want to remind you guys that if you have not started that business yet, I know a lot of you out there, I'm always thinking about getting this business started. I've gotten calls, and it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you know well, whatever you're passionate about, you can get your business started, even if it's just for some additional side money, having an additional source of revenue, because if one source goes out, then at least there's another one available, right? So if any one of you needs to do that, go to go to Elaine'sDesk.com. That's where that information is. Go to Elaine'sDesk.com and get all the information you need to get your business started. We got a free webinar on there where I'm telling you everything you need to know to get that business started. And there's also on there is this free webinar is on there, guys. And then there's Brainstorm to Business. That's there. That tells you all the stuff, how to do your business plan, what type of business you need to set up. And then, of course, once you go through that, you can also get a one-on-one consultation with me. Go to PROBY'Stax.com. There is a calendar there. You can book a 15-minute free consultation again. And not only business, if you have any personal concerns with your taxes and any other financial issues, of course, we can help you with that. So go to PROBY'Stax.com, go to the calendar, book yourself a 15-minute free consultation, or give us a call at 323-290-9034. I don't know why this always sounds like a commercial to me, but that's PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. We have a lot of certified professionals there that can assist you with your taxes as well. All right. So don't forget, tax season is here. And I think that's it, right? What are we talking about on Thursday? What are we talking about on Thursday? Hello, Elaine. Hi, Corazon, Gail, Worrell. Thanks for jumping in here as well. Yes, Thursday, March the 7th, the 9th. We're going to be talking about the importance of self-reflection for business growth. I like that. Self-reflection for business growth. All right. I always like when we talk about the self stuff and all of the mindset and all of that motivational stuff and all of us keeping us on point and keep us going, keep us active. And so we can get to the end goal. All right. Because 2023 is our year, right? This is going to be big for all of us, right? Like we say, your success is our business. All right, so I think that does it for me today. You guys hit like and share on this video. Again, keep your notification on. Tell your friends, let everybody know all this information, very free information. A lot of people have to pay for this stuff. We do have consultation fees that we charge, but I choose to give you guys a lot of free information because I want to get everybody on board and keep everybody, positive, moving forward and become successful, right? All right, so with that said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. I'll see you guys back here Thursday at 1 p.m. And with that said, you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. Thanks, Rod. Bye-bye.